A cemetery in Hillside is making headlines again, the Evergreen Cemetery. This time, one family claims their grandfather was buried in the wrong spot. News 12 New Jersey's Naomi Yane reports tonight.
Before he passed away, he looked me specifically in the eyes and was like, I need to make sure that I'm buried right with my sister. So it's hard to feel he's resting in peace when he's not with his sister.
Nicole Hustic's grandfather's final wish was to be buried beside his sister. She and her husband, Stephen, were shocked the day they came to Evergreen Cemetery last August to inter her grandfather's remains to find the space prepared for his ashes was in the wrong spot.
The hole was already dug. We just placed the box in there, but before we placed it, we offered the protest of like, hey, the gravestone's over there. Why is the hole right here?
In a document shared with News 12 with records dating back to 1919, Nicole's great-great-uncle owned the plot and several of her maternal relatives are buried here. According to the Hustics, Nicole's grandfather prepaid for his burial over 20 years ago.
We bring the box and say, here it is, everything's been prepaid, he has all this stuff. They say, oh, it's impossible, you can't prepay for anything.
They had previously been using paper copies. They switched over to a digital system and then destroyed all of the paper copies.
Now, we reached out to the cemetery but missed employees during regular office hours. But according to Evergreen Cemetery's website, purchasing a plot in advance is an option, saying in part, quote, pre-need purchases lock in today's prices.
Her grandfather paid for the burial service so that when he passed away, everything would be taken care of.
Now the Hustics are faced with paying some $1,400 to exhume and reinter.
The whole idea of a cemetery is you have a gravestone, that's where your ancestors' remains are, and that spot specifically should have meaning to you for that reason.
He was probably the only family that I really keep in touch with and that cared about me. He fought really hard to get me out of foster care. So I don't see why I can't fight so hard to ensure that he's buried in the spot that he wished.
In Hillside, Naomi Yane, News 12 New Jersey.